Good morning and welcome to WellnessHr. My name is Louise Colome and I work for Country and Coastal Retreats Limited. Today we have Rachel Williams with us. Hi Rachel.
Hello Louise, how are you doing today?
Yes, I'm really good, thank you. And how are you?
I'm really good, thanks. Yeah, we're going into autumn, my favourite season. I like to get all wrapped up on the sofa. So yeah, all good.
Actually sunny today. We've had rain for like 2 weeks now. So it's actually a nice day, isn't it? So we can go for an autumn walk. That's the plan this afternoon.
Definitely.
So if you just want to tell everyone a little bit about you, a little bit about your company and what you offer.
Okay, perfect. So as Louise says, my name's Rachel. I am the founder of a company called The Experience Corporation. And basically what we do is we help small businesses, corporate organisations and anything in between to create some kind of strategy to measure, improve and transform customer experience. We do this through online training and some in-person training, depending on where we're at with COVID and all of that kind of stuff, but mostly we're doing online training. And at the moment we have a signature course and it's called the Customer Experience Master Plan. And the purpose of the course is to empower business owners, team leaders and CX managers to be able to build a customer-centric business. And the reason why we do that is because customer experience or having great customer experiences is directly linked to business growth. And there's tons and tons of research that supports this. So if you're watching today and you are a business owner, you know, the more you focus on customer experience, the more you can build out some kind of plan to measure it, to improve it and to get better at it. Then recent research, historical research shows time and time again that it can have a very direct and drastic impact on how much revenue you can create for your company, how much customer satisfaction you can create, and also just the general growth of your business or team. So it's a really important time to focus on customer experience because the recent studies showed that customer satisfaction in the UK has flatlined, but as you can probably imagine, customer expectations have risen, and that's because of the pandemic. You know, people are wanting more from their product or service providers, and they're expecting more when it comes to health and safety, when it comes to being more understanding, being more compassionate, and providing innovative solutions. And all of that falls under the umbrella of customer experience. So I'm really excited to be talking about this today, and I'm definitely excited to talk about wellness because it's something that's really important to me.
Definitely. So if anyone wants any help, give Rachel a call or message. I think customer experience is the key to selling, basically. So
yes,
you have the best product, can't you, in the world, but if you don't give someone that customer experience, it's not going to get anywhere. I just think
exactly, definitely. I totally agree.
Well, today we're
100%.
going to ask you a few questions a bit about your job and wellness. How do you find your job? Do you find it mentally challenging or demanding?
So I would say that there are parts of it that are demanding and parts that are not so demanding. So I have over a decade's worth of experience working in professional high-level customer-facing roles. And before I started my own company 2 years ago, I worked somewhere called the Financial Ombudsman Service, which is basically a place where I dealt with consumer complaints. And I was sort of like a mini judge acting on behalf or kind of in the middle between consumers and the biggest banks and insurance companies in the world. The reason I found that extremely demanding is because I didn't necessarily feel like that was where my long-term destiny as a career would be. So to talk about my current role compared to that, I find this far less mentally demanding because I know it's where I need to be. And I think that's a big thing, that if you are in a job where you feel that it's the right job for you, it might be that practically it's demanding, but inside it feels more worth it. So to answer your question, yes, there are parts of the job that are demanding. I would say mostly it's figuring out the technical side of being an entrepreneur, because at the moment it's just myself and my husband who works for the company, and there's a lot of stuff as an entrepreneur you have to figure out on your own in the beginning, like building your own website and stuff like that, and budgeting, tax and all of that stuff. That is quite stressful and mentally demanding. But the part where I get to set my own schedule and work it around family life, because I have got 3 children, and the part where I get to create amazing products and services, that part, it actually is hard work, but it's not mentally demanding. And I think, again, it comes back to the reason why is because I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%. I used to work for a company in the complaints department as well. I used to like a stuff, and I had like 6 months, and it was just 6 months of complaint after complaint after complaint. And if it's a job that you're not really into and you don't really want to do, it really does get you down. Whereas I think if it's a job that you're really interested and passionate about, you can turn those complaints around and your day's not so stressful. It takes a lot of the weight off your shoulders, doesn't it, if you enjoy your job?
Definitely. You did it for 6 months. I did it for 7 years.
Yeah, I've worked in customer service for probably 7 or 8 years, but like in jobs where I've dealt with customers, but just on a complaint-based role was 6 months. That was long enough. So
yeah, no, it's very interesting. Yeah, it did give me a lot of experience and insight into how customers think and feel, which is what gave me enough experience to start my own customer experience company. So I think all things work together in the end.
Definitely. The second question I was going to ask you is, do you exercise regularly? And how does it make you feel? Does it help with the stress and the demands of your job? Do you find it as an outlet?
Yeah, that's a really good question, especially during lockdown, because I think a lot of us have had to come up with innovative ways to stay healthy mentally and physically. So for me, I do work out around 3 times a week, and I do it in the morning before work and before any kind of activities happen during the day. And I do 30 minutes of cardio, and I use YouTube videos. So that does really help with stress. After a workout, I really feel great mentally, physically. And before the workout, I often don't really want to do it, but afterwards I feel amazing. I couldn't have life without exercise. Sometimes I miss it, maybe 1 or 2 during the week if life and work gets too busy, but I do make it a priority on most weeks to exercise around 3 times a week.
Yeah, and I'm just going to throw another question in there that I haven't sent to you. I do apologise.
That's fine.
The days that you do exercise, do you feel that you're more productive at work? Do you feel you get more done when you exercise?
Yeah, I think so, because it releases a lot of energy from that morning session. And I think I feel like my brain is more engaged as well and more awake and ready for the day if I have exercised in the morning. So I do think that, potentially it can have an effect on my productivity. Yeah, definitely. 100%, yeah.
Perfect. And the last one is, do you enjoy working for yourself? You kind of answered it a little bit in the first question, but would you ever go back working for a company after working for yourself?
So the short answer is no, definitely not. And that's not to say that working for someone else is a bad thing. It's just that I think some people are designed to be entrepreneurs, and they're designed to create something of their own to serve the world and to serve a particular audience. And for me, I think I am that person, and a lot of us are. So I wouldn't go back to working for someone else, because I've had a feeling of what it feels like to be able to work for myself and to create, things that I believe in and that I'm passionate about. And so I couldn't go back. It's not that I wouldn't, I literally couldn't. Even if there was a financial issue in my own company, I would ride it out until we got to a place of success, because it would be too stressful for me to go back into an organization where I wasn't the person leading.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. And I think you've got the flexibility if you work for yourself, and you've got the right mindset to say that you're going to ride it out, you're going to push your business. And that's why you succeed as a business, is you put everything in 100%. No,
definitely.
Well, thank you for taking the time and speak with me today and speak to everybody else. I really appreciate you coming on WellnessHr. And
thanks, Louise.
Enjoy the rest of your favourite season in autumn. Have a lovely time.
Thanks a lot, Louise. Thanks for calling. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.